So, I just finished watching Bocchi The Rock, and I think it's a great anime and would recommend it to anyone interested in the slice of life / comedy genre. Bocchi The Rock is a 12-episode anime with no season 2 in sight, sadly, about the main character, Hitori, or what everyone calls her, Bocchi, slowly getting over her social anxiety to get into a band, make new friends, get better at believing in herself, make lyrics, perform in front of strangers, which leads her into performing with her band at her school's festival. Bocchi as the main character is the best thing about this anime, as we see her character development the most, and her having social anxiety and slowly getting over her fears makes her relatable to most of the audience. For example, in episode 1, we see a younger Bocchi watching the news and hearing a member of a popular band say that even introverts can shine in a band, which leads Bocchi to want to learn the guitar so she can play at her school's culture festival.
人様の前で演奏できるように毎日6時間練習を続けた結果、いつの間にか中学終わってた。
3 years passed, and she never formed a band or played at her school festival. Now, she finds more comfort online, making YouTube videos in her closet. Who does that, am I right? She tries bringing her guitar to school, hoping anyone will talk to her, but that plan fails. While sitting in a park, a girl notices her guitar and drags Bocchi into joining her band because their guitars ran off and a concert is coming up. We get introduced to Nijika and Ryo, the only 2 members playing in the band. They take Bocchi to the studio to practice and see how Bocchi would do. Yeah, since Bocchi is so nervous and can't make eye contact, she rushes ahead of the other 2, making her not in rhythm with the rest. I know the struggle. As they try to get Bocchi out of the garbage can, Nijika tries to apologize for pushing her so hard about joining, but...
本当に嬉しかったんです。声かけられて。バンドはずっと組みたいと思ってたから。でも、メンバー集まらなくて。
This moment really hooked me into this anime. I love small character interactions where the characters display their emotions in this kind of way. This anime is full of those. Nijika reassures Bocchi by telling her that she shouldn't give up just because it didn't work out at that moment. Bocchi still wants to perform, but is too nervous to perform in front of strangers, until Ryo suggests that she should be in a box so she can't see them. Ryo is single-handedly the best character in this anime. She has a lot of good moments where she gives good advice, and her laid-back personality and seeing her constantly try to be lazy and skip out on tasks that she thinks are too much work always makes me smile every time. When Bocchi starts getting nervous again about performing, Nijika tells her that her skills shouldn't matter when the key is to have fun, because your true feelings come out when you're playing.
ミスりまくったー MC 滑ってたね
Yeah, even though they didn't do that great, Bocchi declares that she wants to have enough confidence to say hello to her classmates before their next performance and goes home because she's had too much social interaction. Something I regret not talking about in my previous videos is my love for the many different animation details in Splatoon 3 and the beautiful animation style of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War. On the outside, Bocchi The Rock looks like just the average slice of life anime, but if you've been watching a lot of anime, as I have, don't believe in anime will stick to one style. The likes of Nishijo and Agretsuko have taught me to always appreciate different art styles in anime. Most of the animation changes happen when Bocchi freaks out or when she has these little imaginative sequences. These little bits add to the feeling that Bocchi feels when she spazzes out, or what's in every introvert's head when they're just chilling alone. Trust me, I know what that looks like. The performances also have good animation with great camera angles and music. Each band performance is like a point in the story to show how much Bocchi has grown after all this time. I mentioned this earlier, but the character interactions in this anime are really good, especially the moments when Bocchi is alone with one of the band members like Nijika talking about her wishes with the band, and Ryo giving Bocchi advice about writing her lyrics about what she thinks would fit for her and not anyone else. They give her encouraging advice and help her further develop connections with the band members, especially when she's with Ryo. Oh yeah, remember the Runaway guitar player Nijika talked about? Well, this is Ikuyo, but I'll just call her by her last name, Kita, since it's easier to say. The reason she said she was a guitar player when she wasn't was because she was in love with Ryo and wanted to be in the same band as her. She shines a lot in this anime, literally and figuratively. She also gets Bocchi to teach her how to play the guitar, which is pretty nice and gives Bocchi another reason to grow. She does have a pretty good moment when she turns in the culture application sheet against Bocchi's will and apologizes for it. This moment shows how far Bocchi's come over this season. Being popular is Bocchi's main reason for staying in the band, but she also wants the band to stay together and stay friends, and that's not bad. The plot of Bocchi the Rock is super straightforward, and that's all I want in a slice of life anime. These 12 episodes are all part of the plot. Even when the bandmates aren't practicing and are just hanging out, they're still doing it for a reason, and Bocchi can grow from that experience. And that growth is shown in the last episode when the band performs at Bocchi's school festival. So the school festival is about to happen, and Bocchi is contemplating whether or not to fill out the form for the band to perform there. So Bocchi thinks about it all night and comes to a decision. She can't do it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to talk about her. This is Hiyori. She's a drunk guitar player who plays in the famous band Sick Hack. She met Bocchi when she passed out from dehydration while Bocchi was stressing out about having trouble selling her quota. And then they did a street performance together to help Bocchi get some fans and help sell her quota. She invites Kosoku Band to her band's performance for free. So now, Bocchi has agreed to perform at the festival. After they get something to eat, Kita apologizes to Bocchi, but Bocchi thanks Kita for submitting the form when she couldn't.
最初はどうしようって思ってたんですけど、今はちょっと楽しみっていうか、それも北さんが用紙を出してくれたからで、だから感謝してます。ありがとう。
So, it's the day of the school culture festival, and Bocchi's class is doing a maid cafe, and Bocchi's immediately missing. Her friends find her, of course, by thinking about where a slug would most likely be. They take detours before going back to Bocchi's class to get her to serve them food and do a little spell to make their food taste better.
ふわふわピュアピュアミラクルキュンオムライス美味しくなれ。パサついてる。あ、冷凍食品なので。
This anime cracks me up every time. Kita gives it a shot and makes the food delicious, and the other classmates have the rest of the group help out with the maid cafe. After that, they go to the studio to practice. Then comes the big day. So they do their performance, and in the middle of their second song, Bocchi starts having problems with her guitar. In the last episode, while the band was practicing, it was mentioned that Bocchi's guitar was pretty old and that she should get a new one before the one she's using breaks down. I guess that was good foreshadowing because Bocchi can't tune the E string right, then it rips off. Then she realizes that she can't play the B string because the peg broke. Don't lose hope yet because Kita shows how much Bocchi's coaching paid off by making up her own solo part so that Bocchi can grab one of the bottlenecks that Hiyori was drinking earlier and uses it to play her solo, which surprises everyone, including me. After the song, Kita tries to make Bocchi give a speech. Now, after all of this, do you think Bocchi has mustered up enough courage to speak in front of a crowd? Come on, this is Bocchi we're talking about. But I admit, that was pretty cool. Hey, now I came full circle. In episode 1, Bocchi wanted people to notice and talk to her. Now she's got that wish, and she regrets it. So, Bocchi tried apologizing to her dad because she broke his guitar, but her dad just says it's alright and that she should buy a new one. And when Bocchi tells him that she doesn't have enough money, he just pulls out the money needed. How does he have the money, you ask? Well, the family found out about Bocchi having an online channel, and since her dad was so proud of her, he decided to monetize it in secret. So at first, Bocchi was going to use her money to pay off the band's quotas and quit, but it's hard to quit your job when you have social anxiety. So the group just goes out to buy Bocchi's new guitar. Yeah, this anime was amazing. The animation and fun characters kept me engaged, and Bocchi's character development helped me feel more connected to her as the story went on, and everything else was pretty good. I'm slowly starting to see how it beat Chainsaw Man in sales. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, I greatly appreciate it if you leave a like and comment on what you like or even disliked about this video. If you want to see more, then I'd love for you if you subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you wouldn't miss any content from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.